you want me to take any more stills, or? Yeah, okay. Yep, you come back, I need to get some shots of you.
Second and third days are killers. The fourth is just getting to the roof.
Yeah, I got my first grandson.
How you doing, guys?
Good. Buddy. Oh, good. I'll be on candid camera. Oh, my parents to see me.
Oh, the...
Okay, hurry up, or they're up there. You keep coming any way you can, and I'll get them up there. How you doing? This is a big one. Okay. Say when you want to switch. Hold up. Oh, whoa. We're going too fast here. There you go. Oh, just a minute.
We need someone there.
Is there extra?
Could you get over here?
Hold it here.
Here comes the guy right here.
Oh, I'm so short.
Why does that mean we have to stand and hold this one?
This isn't working either. Somebody's
Well,
Okay. Now you've got it.
okay, I'll get it.
Okay.
Check your mail.
Wait.
I think we should throw him in the river. That's right.
The last thing he sees is the fish. I'm gonna actually.
Beautiful.
Hi, Dad.
Everybody else says hi to their mom, don't
You wanna? You need more volunteers. Oh, gee, I'm Miss Burl. Oh, okay, let's go. My nose is itchy and I can't stop this. Wrong part of my nose. Mine are still dirty from last time. Okay. Oh, heavy!
How much freeboard is there out there right now?
Think. Whoa!
It'd be fun to be a sandbag for the ride.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Crowd surfing. I gotta get in the sun. I'm dying.
Oh.
I'm in the river yet.
Would you keep throwing that at me?
Yeah, wait till Alex gets back. Your name's behind me.
Slow down a bit.
Hi, guys.
Good morning. Oh wait, it's the afternoon.
Howdy, TV land.
We're hanging out. We're taking a break.
The volunteer center upstairs. Okay, if we do this, we're going to do it together. That's the chip beyond the TV. Wait. I'm a refugee already.
afternoon. It's good to see you. You look exactly the same as I remember you from 30 years ago. Great.
How are you doing?
Oh, we're fine.
Oh, I
Pick it alive.
We should have a party to take the bags out.
I'll worry about that
Do you want a break there, Anchor?
We asked him for my help.
Right here.
So, who do we talk to?
Ready.
I'll get all of them.
Heave them, not two at a time, one at a time. You might be fresh, not that. Well, because these guys can't. Okay, man.
Solid light
Exactly. If we're gonna plug up there, we're gonna put it in the back there. Broken bag. Surprise bag.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Leo Teye.
And what's happening, Leo?
Well, we're building a massive dike for the flood of the, 3 centuries. And we've had hordes of friends, neighbors, people from all over the city coming by and helping, bringing food, beer, all sorts of stuff, strangers. It's been really bringing together the community in the large sense of the word. Winnipeg is clearly a good place to live, especially if you're in trouble.
Are you surprised by the volunteer response?
No. This Winnipeg has always been known for being very charitable and always pulling through. It seems to be part of the tradition, although you don't necessarily see it every day. But when the chips are down, everybody comes through and everybody gets together. It's a good sign for humanity. It actually makes you feel pretty good, and we're having a good time working.
What do you think's going to happen?
Well, I think we're going to beat the flood. It's the only attitude we have. We're doing all this to win, and if you're going to spend days and days and days building a dike, it better work, and hopefully they will. But I think we're going to win. I think the city's pretty well planned what they're doing. The flood we had last year allowed us to have a dry run. It wasn't as severe, but it got everything in under the system was set up. And so they just had to kick it in this year, which was fortunate. And I think we're going to be okay.
What would you like to say to all the people that have come out today and helped?
I would like to thank them very much and tell them that this is the best place in the world to live. But, I cannot say enough for all the people who come out to help.
Thank you very much. Must be that maternal face.
And I have the same people coming back day after day after day.
You do, eh?
Oh yeah. And we formed a really good team. A lot of camaraderie, working together. We're all working hard to make the dike work. Everybody's working hard to do it right. Anyway, I gotta go back over.
Hi, Mom.
good one.
I'm Wendy Bloomfield, living here at 42 Lord Avenue. The volunteer help that we've had has been undescribable. The people come and they work hard and long for, maybe a drink and a sandwich, and we don't even know who they are, where they've come from for the most part, and I can't begin to express how much gratitude we have for the work that they've done.
If you could say something to them, what would you say?
You saved our house, you saved our life, you saved everything that we've worked hard for, and you've worked hard for us, and I don't know what else to say. There's really no words to describe how I feel.
It just shows you though the spirit that we have here in this city and this province.
Winnipeg is great for pulling together, and I've seen it. I've been a part of it. My husband was a part of it in 1966 and helped sandbag for other people, and people in Winnipeg are great. They love to help and do their best for each other, and that's just super.
We're using it to climb the pump.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You guys check over here.
That's one of these pumps. What was that? Not putting fresh water. Yeah. Oh yeah, we know about that. Hi Mom, look, no hands.
Make sure you make a tape and send it home.
There you go.
Don't worry, we won't drop them.
Look, it's gonna go right on the head. Close up.
Sandbag can.
Oh yeah.
Sandbag can. Tone your muscles. We need one in. Need his body down here. One in.
You know, if they have to.
Yeah.
Keep going that high. Yeah, they started with like a 3-foot one, and they keep
Is there a babysitter home today?
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking to her. And I guess I was talking to Variety.
Rose.
Big.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Butter. Here's the butter. Got it. That's right. Oh. Need somebody else in here.
Okay, Dino. I gotta run.
Yeah, right here. Okay, you know what? You gotta do some lifting. Gonna get a photo op for this for about 2 seconds. Shake you by the hand, and this guy will take our picture. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much. Good. All right.
Furthermore, there is a septic tank right underneath that snow there. Yeah?
No.
And I went out and bought a 9,000 gallon 2-inch pump.
Yes.
Okay, and I can get down there on the cleans myself.
Right. But you need a little bit of a
But
leg up here.
I can't make sandbags.
No. No. Well, we've got lots of sandbags, and we can get them in here.
And they sandbag down there.
They did, eh?
Yeah, and you know Arnie's old house.
Arnie.
To set.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The guy from the hotel bought that
Yes.
house.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, and my wife says, "Oh yeah, that's because the guy is from the hotel. That's not Richie. That's." But
Wow.
you see, yeah. Hi.
I'm Marcel Rondo.
Yeah, I know. I actually voted for you, not because I knew you, but the alternative wasn't that good.
Oh, good.
Need some more pictures. No problem. Take a breather.
Okay.
More on the house yet.
The more bodies we get. Tracy. No, she's not here yet. Are you expecting her to come this morning?
That's right. We're gonna...
Okay. Let's see how far we go before we make a final decision. Well, we're going to go to the end and work on the bottom. Just don't step on the plastic if you can. Okay. Can? Who wants to be my expert bag layer? See what I'm doing here? I'm putting a bag this way and then a bag this way. All right. We're leaving that double poly there. We have a lot of poly over here. So the guy lying on, just put one this way, one this way, one this way, and stay as close to. When we go all the way, then we're gonna just do it again. And I'll just keep rolling it out. Okay. Bring them on. Okay, so if they can start that line, just let them rip. Bring them on.
We're gonna keep everybody off of the bags though, in case.
Okay, yeah. Everyone inside the bags or on the bags, but not on the earth except for the guys on the end. No. That's what the Army said.
Two and then one?
Have them for lunch.
I've already had the media. I'm glad it's snowing and not raining.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yesterday that was ugly.
Okay, gradually move this way because we're gradually moving.
What are we taking photos here for?
This is for your history.
Yeah, this is archival footage. I'm not.
We can't split. Can you guys push your taller Daryl on the corner?
No.
Got my gloves.
Educational films they show the school. This is what. This is what happened. These are
All the way back, we're going to start at that end. Bring them up. You're going to straighten them up. Yeah, we're going to watch. Yeah, let's do that. Let's
This is the highlight of my day. Woo! Woo! Yeah. I walked at like 2 miles an hour. Oh. He's taping you, Ben. Yeah.
Aren't you guys supposed to be in school?
No, we're doing this. The school said that we could do this because it's like a natural disaster and all this. They said we could get off school if we had a note for it.
Are you missing school at all, you guys?
Yeah. Well, my mom said I could do this as long as I keep up. But she said I could do this all week as long as I keep up with like school. This is more important than school. Saving your community and your province. Well, I mean, we live in Charleswood, and if Charleswood was in the same predicament, I think that everybody else would help out too. So why shouldn't we?
Are you missing any tests or anything like that?
No. Not me. Are you hating tests in school? I don't think there's any. No, there's no such thing.
So you guys aren't skipping?
I didn't. No. No, this is our excuse. Yeah.
You know any kids that are skipping?
I don't think so. Why? Should we sell out their names for it? I've been doing this for quite a few days now, so I'm used to what we're doing.
Are you proud of the job that the kids are doing?
Oh, I'm very proud, yeah. I think that the kids are most, not most of it, but a lot of what is going on around here. Because I go, like, when we go out to St. Norbert on Cloutier, I saw almost all kids out there. I didn't see very many adults.
Something got wrong. Those are pretty heavy bags.
Not really.
No?
No.
She's small, but she's strong.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
guys said no stopping along here. Ross, I think this is another
Okay,
one.
what are, okay, I'll get Ross to get traffic services, I'll get traffic services, get all stopping restrictions. Anyone's in your way, go home.
Okay, I gotta understand that these people have to
yeah, that's the situation, but there's no reason for people to be left along here. Like that's for the schools, I'm gonna get a sign there, we'll pull them out of your way, because you have to get moving on this street, and I know that. Yeah, so.
Don't feel bad about that.
Hey, I never feel bad. I make people feel bad.
Okay, no, but realize the situation.
No, well, yeah.
We're trying to keep the people out, but we don't realize.
Why don't you give Howard's people a call and get this sign for no stopping along here, and then do your stuff. Yeah. But there's no reason for all the stuff you parked in here, because it hampers the moving effort too, eh? Okay? I'm not worried. The matter is over and done with.
Archives.
going sandbagging?
No. Wait,
I went 2 days ago.
5 o'clock, I'm meeting with General Cloutier at the Police Corral.
Oh, Marcel.
Tour of the area. I'm inviting you, you're welcome to. Please.
Well, I don't know who it was,
Shane.
but he's on the other
The
phone.
fucking guy's the head at the top. He's
I'm not shaving till this flood
Well,
is
it was
over.
no, well, then you're not coming.
Okay, then I'm not coming.
Come on, you got a kegel now.
You wanna bet you're gonna make me come in the house? I'm gonna come in like this, John.
All right, come and take a look at this, let's talk
I'm
about
gonna
it.
go in like this. Okay, I've got first.
These, some of them are gonna be impossible to deliver.
Yeah.
But some of these people are really concerned about what the heck is gonna be going on.
That's it.
Okay, we arranged with military personnel in the direction of the city of Winnipeg to provide diking protection to your homes. This may consist of an earth dike or sandbag dikes around each home depending on the circumstances. So these, I got Lord Avenue added.
Yeah, good.
Okay, there's a number of them.
Yes.
The neighborhood security thing is on the back.
Good.
So they don't have to
Oh, I see,
be
but
delivered
so what are they
to
gonna do? Are
those
they gonna,
things.
where are they gonna bring it?
These are just the neighborhood security things.
For that entire community.
That's for this whole St. Norbert, that's right.
Okay. And were they bringing them there? Did you
No.
All the Lorna
to
in.
your place?
Okay, now,
Where is that?
okay, now, the second thing is Louise is developing a form. I'll get her to develop a form and get them some over to you.
They don't,
so
they
you
won't do
can-
it at
is that
this
okay?
one, because
So
they're
they've all
small.
got to sign
But
releases.
they'll do it at the narrow
The
one, and
the
they will bring
patrol
it here,
stuff
so
will
I
not be
know.
set up for a couple of days.
Oh, sure.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
of the army.
so it's a different one.
I'm gonna have a meeting tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it at the Astoria. And we're gonna bring in the people
Hello, could I-
that I want to put on the patrol. I'm bringing in people from the Feminine Highway, people from the south of the border. Jim is bringing in 3 people. We're getting 3 people from the escalator to the foundation.
Figure out,
Lord Avenue.
figure out sort of the areas they need the dikes, they need
Exactly
to
what
check
I'm
it, okay.
That's all under
Now,
control.
The other thing that you might want to do is look at getting hold of some of those construction huts that we could strategically locate, so. guys
Already
can say
done.
that- Okay, and you know how many you need and all that?
Police have arranged it.
Oh, good.
Already booked, and already been these. We've already got the locations picked out.
The police did that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get me, and what are they doing for Louise and her side?
I don't know, I'm not.
Yes. For, well,
You guys gotta work together.
I know, I just-
You gotta work together. I mean, she's over there glad hanging with Rosemary, Godry, and.
I haven't got time.
I haven't got time for this shit either. Anyway, okay, so that's like, whatever help, okay, whoever your contact is at the police, or whoever, was it like,
well, when.
I'll set it up.
well, can you let me know who you're talking to so I can
Ken,
make sure?
tell Ken.
We'll take whatever.
955,
We can.
happy hunting.
If you can bring them here, we'll.
955.
I know,
45.
Kenny, okay.
Yeah, Kenny. Our Kenny.
Alrighty, I can count on this being out this afternoon.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, don't close it up, so
Well, if you could do that, then there's
I'll phone Lorna.
Yeah, these will be okay for me.
What are those?
These are areas where the Army is actually gonna sandbag, after the evacuation is over and offer protections on both sides of the homes that are outside the St. Norbert Dike. And information on how we're gonna provide, security,
Yes,
dike
yes,
inspection
yes.
to the area.
Yeah, okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
John,
Very
can I
well.
see you for a minute?
Sure thing.
Just one fast update.
Marcelo's office?
We're going to be assessing all this.
Yes, and it's which is the Fort Richmond Plaza. And
That they can't find my money, and that it could take 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, but you're gonna be gone here within, aren't you? Yep.
I just want you to know where it's at.
No, I've always believed in triage, so we'll do what we
Please?
keep the faith.
Over there, or? Okay, is Lorna working this afternoon? Is Lorna working this afternoon? Lorondo, yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye. I gotta get this stuff delivered.
I know.
These are the first ones that are the most important.
Yeah, I know, but is Lorna coming in? Oh,
No.
because we can't handle it.
No, she's not.
No
She's
way.
working.
could Marcel answer this French message?
Oh, a French message.
Just a second, I have to listen again.
What time is it?
It is 12 on the dot.
I gotta get rolling. I gotta get home, shaved and showered and downtown.
Now
Don't
I'm
worry
gonna pull
about
up more of them.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I just leave it on?
You leave it on.
Okay,
Don't erase it.
okay.
I gotta get somebody to deliver it.
Okay. you have to go downtown?
Yeah, I got
No, the information
Well,
you
I
were
guess I
given
just have to
was the
look
information I was given by Lloyd's staff person, our director from the post office.
I have a person right beside me that tell me exactly what to do. Thank you.
What do you need?
Hello.
Bag. 787-3312. Are you talking children's or adults? 787-5505 or 787-3345. Health Sciences Center. Yeah.
Like they borrowed you, like they sent you here to work. You're such a good girl. I do get that.
Very much.
I
And let me get the fax. Fax photo runner. Where's our fax photo runner?
Yeah, well, this is a little bit unusual. He has a 24-foot trailer that he can let us use and that kind of stuff.
Someone here to you don't want to, or even you. Oh, I can't. Environmental.
Yeah, I know. Monday. I've been telling everybody, Mom tells me that everything will be.
Pardon? May I?
Yeah.
Just a second. Oh, I have a calendar in front of me. And what about you? This is not time for picture albums, here. Well, we don't know the extent of the damage. I suggest you just come back and check it out. Are you able to sandbag? Because we need sandbaggers down at Fort Richmond Plaza right now, as I understand.
I have to go to work now. So.
Oh, okay. And if you can sandbag,
CBC. We did provincial affairs with you.
Oh, did you?
The other night, week or two ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't seeing you.
So the situation.
Thank you.
No, I gotta go down and get my book up right back.
Are you going to be here? You bet. Thanks a lot. You going sandbagging?
We're going to make sandbags by Fort Richmond. We moved one house and then they didn't have any more houses for us.
Well, it's like gold here on top.
So you know where that is, eh?
Yeah.
On the, I go out at first light. We go out and do a tour of the area just to find out the areas that we're going to have to be working in that day. We then come back, have a planning meeting. They get to work on the phones. I go down to DMO briefing, get the briefing, come back here, brief the call center and the staff, and away we go. And in the afternoon, I just go out on the cruise and help move and just whatever needs. I mean, we're distributing food, we're moving furniture, we're running people around, we're distributing literature. It's kind of nice.
People have really responded well, haven't they? They seem to be in good spirits. There's
well, it's Manitoba. I mean, it's Canadians. They're wonderful. They always respond, and they respond at times. The response has been a problem. We had to keep managing it. That's why we've tried to back up to this center and screen people through, so we don't have all of the flood of people right down on the site. We want to leave the site clear for people to work. And it's beginning to get dangerous down the south end there. We've got to pull the volunteers, and particularly some of the younger kids and such that have been so helpful on the dikes. We've got to start pulling them back because it's just getting a little bit too tense down there.
Yeah, the response from the high school kids and the junior high kids has been phenomenal, hasn't it?
Oh, we put some calls out today to move St. Norbert Collegiate. I think we had more volunteers than we could handle in about 15 minutes. It's just remarkable.
Great, thanks.
Getting a little freighter on the
That's where these ladies are going.
Hold it. Sorry, you?
Are you here tomorrow?
volunteer also? Or you have your name, okay? You take
What-
this.
What I'd like to do is there anything going on right now? Like I got a truck.
Okay, this lady here will direct
Okay.
you.
Otherwise, if I'm just gonna wait, I'll leave my number because I've got to clean up my own basement.
You know, yeah, no, they're sending people out of here quite fast. Fill out this form and they'll know where they can contact you when they need you. And if you're not available, just say so and
Call me. Where are you living? So, no, you send them to Marcel's office at 2860. Any volunteers are calling?
Thank you. Now, what I need you to do is go over and see Dion and the Moon Cap. Thank you so much. Okay, so your phone's going to ring. Somebody's looking after this one? Oh, this is your No, you need a break.
So, Jackie, you, how many sandbaggers do you need?
What do they mean by law?
Take him in there, Roberta. Follow her.
Basically, you can brew on the machine and just pour in as you need. Okay? So they're good for, this one is 50 cups, this one is a little bit more.
Oh, okay, so mix it, it's up.
Yeah, so do you want to put it on this counter here? Yeah, wherever you want.
Yeah.
All you have to do is
And you
just
don't
put
have
some...
to plug them in?
No.
Oh.
No. All you do is brew on the machine and then just pour in here. Okay? And then they can dispense for themselves.
Because we got a little one there, and it's keeping up right there.
Yeah. Well, if you don't need both, you need cups?
We have almost no cups.
Oh, you know what?
I told Steve to call Joe right away, so he said he's gonna.
Okay, I'll buzz him too, just to make sure.
Okay, because we're almost out.
So where do you get the coffee? We have,
And then put the
okay.
coffee in, so it'll stay warm.
Oh, okay, good.
So what's that, a delivery of?
Coffee. These are thermal servers for coffee. Keep the coffee warm for all the guys out in the front lines. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
We'll see you later.
Right on, bye-bye.
Old trucks, there's no whole rust, eh? Like a bumper?
Doesn't look like it would hold, but.
Yeah, I think that. Okay, well, I'm doing the same thing, my friend.
Bumper on the
But I'm
truck,
trying
it
to keep
doesn't
you
look like
coordinated.
it's stay on there.
He's
jumped on
wait,
they got something else to do.
Can't
get it off the truck.
supper or something.
But the thing is,
Slipped off.
Yeah, well, just push out of the way.
okay, you just want to check, make sure you got it? Phone me at home, because I got my own basement.
Yeah. Okay. You got people to do it? You can handle it? If you can, you should do it. Good. Well, then you should keep going. Yeah, that's good. Let's get as much of the advanced stuff done so we can clear it away. Yo. Hi guys, how you doing? Now, also, if you got some big guys, moving number one, if you got some service big guys that can go and shovel sand in the bags. Well, we sent the lid pile up. Okay, good. Okay, well then keep it moving. Good, send them down there, that's great. Terrific.
And they're going there at 1:30.
And yes, you should definitely move further north.
Okay.
That's
That's great. And so you can take oh yes.
yes, that's right. Oh no, listen, we're not deploying. Yeah. Okay, and you're saying you do. The 1539 wave.
Ripped. I don't know if I put it back together properly.
It's Andy?
Nope, this, no. A lot of people ask that though. I'd like to know who this Andy fella is.
Here's an Andy. There's an Andy down the south end.
I gotta leave here about just after 3. Just after 3. Yeah. I'm telling you now. 2.5 hours. I went from St. Mary's Road to Hey, Stashu! Hey Tony, how about a nice smile?
More time.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Right down into drops.
Places to sandbag. Can she come here and we'll send her out? Right here. Well, where does she live? Oh, Villeneuve, eh? Just a minute. Roy, there's someone on Villeneuve, but they have no car. Is there anywhere that she can go from there to sandbag? This Candace phoned to say her friend wants to sandbag, but she has no car to come here.
On Villeneuve?
Well, that's where she lives.
Okay. Roy here. Yes. Yes. You were calling for volunteering?
Her friend.
Yes, well, we need help at 2860 Pembina Highway, and then you could be assigned from here to the hot spot, and we have several of them right now. So if you want to go and help build that, what would you do? 2860 Pembina Highway, the Fort Richmond Shopping Plaza.
How about anybody else? Are you looking to?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, where does she live? That's St. Norbert? Okay, I'll sign her right away. Okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you.
It takes forever to find out exactly. Anyway, we're rolling again.
That's great, Roy. That's good. That's what we want to do, don't we? There's a family
Okay, do you have any more
messages?
No,
I don't. I just have to get them. Just this one, Winnipeg flooded us phoned and said that 1,000 bags had gone to storm on, and that doesn't help us when we can't.
without an address, you see,
Yeah,
we
and these are all stroke.
we send people ghost chasing.
Yeah, 10 storm under 47.
Not at this time.
I've got a friend.
I did that already. What's going on? Hello. Hello. You are. The pumps, we're going to man them. Well, we can't be there every 15 minutes. I mean, we're not going to be able to keep somebody on site all the time. You're saying you need somebody there every 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Every hour and a half?
Need a ride, or you going with them?
Okay, well, let me check this one out. Okay, mark me down for 42, Lord. Mark me aside. 42, Lord. Pump's got to be checked every hour on the hour. Okay? I will see what I can do, okay?
No problem.
Okay. Well, don't leave yet, okay? Wait till I get down there to check it out. I want to see how bad the leak is. Okay? You hang in. You can be one of the last ones out, okay? I'll be in. Okay? Bye. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, Dennis.
Are you folks volunteering?
Just waiting to talk to, I'm CJB. Waiting to talk to myself. Okay. Yep.
On the bus till you've got all these ones, and then we'll start loading them in. So don't let anybody else on this bus until he's done. So keep the door closed. Once he's done his count, we'll start loading, okay? ID them on the way in.
My cell number, I got it on.
What? Tell me last night there's 500 people in tomorrow morning. It's not easy. I need a cigarette. Okay. Count the can.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Most people would have seen everything.
I heard Turnbull Drive is where they've sent us. The city worker had it.
Yeah, which one?
I recognize my song.
I'll be back in a minute.
This is mostly.
This is Kim.
Won't talk to me.
That's not happy hunky, you know. See how he sits there on the phone all the time?
Yeah.
Let's go talk to him.
All my people
register with me.
Right.
Was that Marcel?
Okay. Larno, yeah.
Yeah, he was gonna go and talk and register or something.
Yeah.
He says there's 500 people coming through.
Yeah, I think there's a whole chain of buses behind. So
Okay, he just.
I'll tell you what. I'll pull aside.
Yeah, he was just gonna go speak to the officers that are registering people, and then I'm sure everything will be just moving right through.
Okay, I'll just pull out of the way and we'll let them through here.
Dan, nobody told them about it. I thought they said they were going to do this. Go! I can't believe this. What time's it getting to be?
10 o'clock.
Whoa! Whoa! You think I'm riding over here? You got another thing coming.
reasonable to work. Yeah, because each and every one of these, you figure it's got to be 100 people. There's
I have to go,
yeah. And then if we get more buses in, it's fine. We can get another site with each 100 people. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I gather that.
For archive purposes, or?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I kind of gather.
Ceiling though, because there's quite a drop off there, right?
Oh, yeah. It's got to be 8-9 feet.
They had 3 more loads on Saturday morning, and they put them in there too.
In this general area here, I'll give you the 7-minute deluxe version of a dike building seminar, which will make you all not experts, it'll make you masters once we're through here. What I'd love to get is a little piece of poly. Okay, the first thing on these dikes, we have a lot of help, a lot of eager help, and believe me, you're going to be hard-working help. But the thing is, the whole effort is wasted unless we build a dike that holds. Okay, so the thing is, we're going to protect these properties, we're going to build a dike, and we're going to build a dike that's going to last through this whole flood. So it's important that the dike is built properly. Otherwise, it's just not going to have the strength. And, well, I'll point to Grand Forks Fargo. So we're not going to build an American Fargo dike, we're going to build a Canadian Winnipeg dike that's going to hold.
You're not from Fargo, right?
Pardon me? Yeah. Anyone from Fargo? Well, I think there's a couple floating by right now. Okay. The first thing on a dike is you determine your height. And we determine that by, there's elevation stakes around here. And there was a gentleman that just checked the height there. Okay, that's coming up roughly 5 feet, I'd guesstimate. Now, once you determine your height, that tells you how wide your base is going to be. And it's such a simple formula. It's your height plus 2 feet. We're going up 5 feet, so how wide is our dike going to be? 7 feet. You got it. And you notice in the front there, the elevation is a little lower. So here's going to be the lowest elevation. So we're going to have it about 7 feet wide. There we only need about a 2-foot dike toward the front. So how wide is it going to be there? They can wait. Okay, so your dike, it doesn't have to look pretty or anything. It has to be functional, because in some cases you'll have a base way out here, and then it may narrow in. The important thing is you get your elevation to proper elevation. See, once the dike is finished, it'll be a uniform height right around the entire house, almost like a fence. Sometimes you have a fence on a hilly ground, but the fence top is the same. That's what ends up with your dike. Okay, the first thing you have to do now, you've determined your height now. You know how wide your base is. You're going to lay out your poly. Okay, and a dike, you always work from the water side. This is such an easy demonstration because we have water. So you don't have to visualize that. Okay, so what you're going to do, what a nice sized piece of poly. I think I can keep this after. Okay, you lay your poly out. And this edge, okay, where I have this is now the edge of my dike. Okay, you may be wondering where this dike is going. Where he has it here is pretty good. The only thing you want to keep in mind is anywhere you want to try, if at all possible, to stay about at least 6 feet away from the property, from the house. And the reason for that is, well, you know what's been happening? All of a sudden they tell you, build your dike 2 feet higher. You're not going to build it from this side, you're going to build it from the inside if you already have water over here. So you always want to leave yourself a little space in case you're going higher. Okay, you lay your poly out. Here's your water side there. And your bags, you're going to place right at the edge of your poly. Just like this. And now that I place this bag lengthwise, your first row, you're always going lengthwise, parallel to your river. So every bag on this whole layer is going to be placed the same way. I don't feel guilty about taking this because this is the start of a Fargo dike and we're going to build a Winnipeg dike. So we're going to get these bags, and people wonder, okay, which way do I turn the bags or whatever. Kind of nice to have them run the same way. It doesn't really matter because you have tied bags, so it's kind of irrelevant which way they go. So we'll get them in here, and what we want is we want people walking on them, because the more you compact them, the stronger your dike is going to be. So each layer that goes down, you're going to compact. Okay, just on the edge of the poly. Now we're going to start. So we'll go, okay, what I'm doing here, we don't want to do this because what happens with the heels, I cut the poly. Not a very good seal, is it? So what I'm doing, you almost need a couple people to manage your poly. Like right now, you can kind of roll it out of the way for now. Because we don't want people walking on that poly. And then in behind here, what we're going to do, see, notice where the little gap is between the bags? Right in there. Almost like laying bricks. Or roofing tiles, shingles. And we form that little gap. Keep it in mind, these bags are all irregular shape. They're not perfect, so they're not in a perfect world. So if at all possible, you try to see it. Notice I was working out this. It's not going to work out perfectly.
You want to put the tails under or leave them out? Doesn't matter.
With tied bags, it's not all that critical. And after you've been pitching about 30,000 of these, it's going to become a very small item in your mind. That's before lunch break. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay, so this is what you have. Now you're going to start on your second layer. And my second layer now, I'm going to place this bag. And again, it would be nice if we kind of sealed in between the two bags. Again, in the real world, it doesn't work out that way. But this one goes right here, flush with this one. You know, if someone feels like handing me bags, I won't object. I said, you're going to be pitching 30,000 bags. So this whole row, now they're all going to go lengthwise. This entire row now. So we're going to have something like that. They all go like this, nice even with that. Someone's going to come walk on it to pack it. Completely flip it out of the way. And what you're going to do now is continuing building back this way. The reason we're doing that, like if some of you have walked on this poly, very, very slippery. You don't want the poly underneath all the bags. You get a whole load of water, what's going to happen? It'll slide. So these bags we want the bare ground. So what you're going to do is continue. And you get that by flipping it back and forth every 2 rows. So eventually your poly is going to end up somewhere in the middle of your dike. You have a perfect seal and it won't leak.
What about overlap?
Okay, good question there. This is going to be a high dike, so you're going to have to overlap. Eventually you're going to find, oh, I'm out of poly. Get at least, let's give it a 2 to 3 foot overlap in here, and no problem. And which side to over, this side, irrelevant, it doesn't matter. Similarly, when you go around this house, you're going to have to overlap lengthwise. Similar, get at least a 3 foot overlap this way, irrelevant. And just carry on. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just overlap. Okay, now let's talk about, there was no one here from Fargo, right? Okay, now that I clarified that, let's talk about Fargo dikes. These dikes are going to fail. And this was, while they were building all these films on the news and everything, what they had is a situation like this. They built their dike, it fell forwards. And you notice all those pictures of these dikes, we're going to build it in such a way it's going to kind of look like a Mayan pyramid. The front wall is going to have a very slight slope. This one now, to achieve that, okay, which way does this bag get placed? This way, this way, this way, okay, you got that now. Now to achieve that slope, like these 2 rows always go flush, you go back, quarter bag back. Okay, and later on, like me, you won't be walking on the poly. Okay, grab another bag, let's start another row up. And I'm glad you're taking that down because I want that corner rebuilt. I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, you got a good seal. See, and this one is going flush. And you're carrying right across another bag.
Should I go quarter back?
Nope. 2 rows are always flush.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then now place another bag. Show me. We're going higher. Okay. And that's it. Now notice already what's happening. See, you're getting that very slight slope, and that's what's going to.
Quarter bag, right?
Every 3rd row goes that quarter bag back, and that's your most critical thing because actually that's a fairly well-built dike there.
Yay!
Thank you.
And I believe, this is the first ones that the military built here in the city of Winnipeg. This is a military-built dike, and they did it. And looking at it, this is one of the better dikes I've seen. And this one, we knew it would carry one heck of a load of water, plus one heck of a current. And that one I have a lot of confidence in that dike is going to last. But then again, another platoon is coming in to elevate it, so so you can be responsible for the bottom half of it. Okay, so very simply, that's the very basics on your dike building, and if you build it like that, you're going to have a good, strong dike. Now, the other key thing, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name, Ken Walczynski is my name. Denny. This is your site manager. Because what is critical, he'll get you going, he'll get you started, and his sole role is to look around, call for lunch break, and get everyone working in a proper, controlled manner. Because as I say, we don't want a Fargo dike, we want a Winnipeg dike, one that's going to hold. Okay, now one thing that I'm looking at here, when you're going around the corners, you don't want something like this. You have a nice, you can curve these dikes any way you want, it's irrelevant, save yourself work. The further out you go, or the lower the elevation. So all these corners, a nice flowing, gentle curve because it'll have more strength. Now, aside from that, if there's any questions, just the way these bags were being placed, I would say you achieved master status.
What are we going to do?
Well, definitely.
It's going to be a little bit tight to go around that corner.
Okay, more you walk on it, the more you compact it. That's almost a job for someone. To get the compaction. The more you compact, the stronger the dike. So you run around along the edge of the poly. You'll start with another row back here. And what you try to do is like put it in bricks or shingles. So you notice I have a little gap in here. So I want to drop this bag right in here. And notice it don't flip up the bag. How many dikes are... So that's where you get your... And you just continue that. Okay, right now, we'll talk about poly in a second because right away something happens with your poly. Now we're going to start our second row going up. You can put them underneath. Again, look what happens once you go up. Your kid doesn't swirl your sand away. On a tied bag, it's not really relevant. As I say, if you...
Getting started, you don't need it.
I don't know why they dump those bags out on the road. Yeah. I do. No, but even at that other house, they should dump them on the road. You know, like I went in there, I can't even do anything in there and go into the hole.
What are you going to do? Bring the hole over here? I ordered up a little hole back there. We'll be able to move it with that.
Yeah, because, you know, like here,
Hey, you need a nice ass shot right over there. I'm back. What are you going to be pissed off?
That's the worst thing he's worried about is landscaping. What kind of Fred Garvin? Your landscape fucking landscape extraordinaire. Right.
Robinson head over there? What's that? Yeah, all this stuff here. That's
Another chance, but I know this is going out of my personality at this point, but would I be getting like a 100% competition?
I don't know. Don't worry about that after.
You better share or you're in debt.
Where is this going to be? I guess they don't deliver here, eh?
No. Sorry, Mark. Well, Martin, if you'd hollered, we would have got you some.
Yeah, do you?
No, thanks.
Gotcha.
Like cameras.
there because your mind is going to be here.
I
Don't
am
they
not-
understand the
I'm
pressure
not
it
gonna
puts on
fuck
you?
the house. The freaking tourists.
These are kids.
I know, they're going to Sandbag. Give me that. Hey Mark, where are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You'd have to, we can discuss it later. Okay. Blow out of here. What time is going to be? Okay. What speed are you on now?
think apparently there was.
Do you need another on this piece?
Yeah, on the next door.
Everyone is a funny one.
You'll see it later. Okay, I'm sorry, bye.
We gotta get more people in here. The wall. Are you?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to keep the buses rolling out here. Yeah. Going great.
Some people are so afraid.
Angus had asked me if we could bring together 500 people to come out here to Turnbull Drive to try and save a few more of the homes that are going to be endangered. So as of today in this area we have secured over 500 people, and we've bussed them in with the transit system, as well as Great West Life is out here with 4 busloads of their people, and we've got all their names and they're all registered, and we'll be bringing them in and out on an equal basis.
So this is now a secure area?
This is a secure area. This area has been evacuated, but we felt that we had to try and do all our power to save all the homes that were out in this community, so we're doing the best we can.
And these volunteers are just, they've been full of energy, they've been doing lots of stuff.
They haven't stopped. It's just unbelievable. They're just going, there's no words to match for the volunteerism that we see here in Manitoba.
And you don't want people wandering into the south end, do you? Where's the cutoff area?
We would rather people stayed out of the south area unless absolutely necessary. We'd really appreciate it. Give us the opportunity to try and complete the dike work that we have to complete. We will bring in the necessary help. We have the Army here. The Army will assist us on those that are dangerous sites, and we will try and bring volunteers on the sites that are accessible, such as this one, that are still within a safe zone.
How long before we can expect the crest?
I understand the crest will be here on May 1st, and let's just pray to God that that happens.
Thanks.
They're expecting the peak here tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah, crest tomorrow.
This is not normal for this river to come up this fast near the crest. It's not normal at all. See how fast that thing's coming up again?
Yeah. Just one more time. Just.
Okay. Who's this for? Claire.
Great.
Anyway, Peter.
Slow. Nice and slow.
Spread her out.